So this is like how I might look. Hey, I don't have any hair. And it already feels more like me. It's like edgy, artsy, androgynous. Like I recognize myself more like this than like this. This is so femme. I don't know. It feels preppy. I don't know. And this, it just doesn't, but in this, I don't know. It just feels more like me. But anyway, but I won't do it because I'm scared. Because I don't want to go back to that time where I hated my hair. And if you cut off all your hair, I can't hide it in a ponytail. I don't have that option, you know? So I probably never will, which is so sad. And I really, really wish one day I could, you know, grow the cojones to do it, but we'll see. And I just kind of want to talk to you about this stuff because it's like, I don't know why. It feels good to get it off my chest. And if there's anything that you're really insecure about, like irrationally, weirdly insecure about, you can be like, well, hey, Ashley's a little crazy too, so I'm not alone. But I want to talk to you about like the lengths I've gone to try to muster the courage to cut off my hair. So I've probably watched every YouTube video out there on before and after hair cutting. And I've probably watched every video and read every article about whether or not someone would look good with a short haircut. I can tell you about like head shape and things like that, but I second guess everything I learn. So like, I don't know what kind of head shape I have. I can't tell if it's round or square or heart-shaped. And I've done the thing where you stand in the mirror and outline it and step back, and I still don't know because I'll be like, well, it's kind of, I'll just second guess any conclusion I draw. I've done every app to put like short hair on, like Photoshop short hair on you. Here are some of the, I have to, this lens is weird. So here are some of the ones. No, I don't. Cancel. Okay. Here are some of the ones that I've done, so this was the original photo with me and Grace. My hair is in a ponytail. It's not the best photo. But then, excuse me. Okay. But then, there's me with like short hair. It wouldn't be that blonde. That's just the color the website gave me. There's me with one version of short hair. Excuse me. There's me with another version, but I feel like I sort of look like a mom, and I really don't want to look like a mom. There's me with another one. There's me with that one's just awful. But like, it's hard to gauge how hair actually looks when you're photoshopping it on yourself, you know? So like, these websites are actually kind of horrible tools, but because I'm curious and obsessed, I will use them. Here's me with another version of short hair. And then here. So if you thought that was unattractive, and the thing is, I don't think those like Photoshops look that good, but but like when I like do this, I like it. Whoop. Like here, you do that the thing that normal girls do and just put their hair on top of their head. I don't know, like. No, I have no idea. But when I just like hide my ponytail, I like the way it looks, and I'm trying to like imagine like this was like just hair. So I don't know. And then here is a confession that if you make fun of me, like I'm immediately going to disown you, because this is like super embarrassing. But I'm telling you anyway, and I will take it personally if you make fun of me, because I'm going to share with you something very funny, and I realize that it's ridiculous. But if you make me feel too bad about it, I will regret sharing it with you, but it's so funny, that I think it's worth it. I was so obsessed with wondering what I would look like with short hair that I went to a like very high quality online wig store, and I bought a wig, and my friend, I was a little tipsy when I did this, and I did it with my best friend, and at first, she made me feel super goofy about it, and I like internally teared up and felt kind of sad, but then she was like, well, you're kind of crazy, so let's do it. And so we picked out a wig that we both thought looked good online. It does not look good. It's just a horrible wig. It's like the mommest wig you can get. And it came to my house, and I tried it on, and I just looked awful. When Grace puts it on, she looks like, a total mom. Grace looks just weird with it on. Grace laughed at me. The wig was very expensive because I wanted like a real wig. Because in theory, what I was gonna do is I was gonna put it on and then like walk around. It was gonna look good because it was gonna be expensive and it was like over $100. It was like $110 wig. But I was like, it's worth it. It's an investment. Like, it could change my life. I'll order it and it'll look like real hair, and I'll put it on my head and it will look like real hair because it's such a nice wig, and people won't be able to tell it's a wig, and I'll walk around town and I'll just see if I feel comfortable in it, like in my skin having this kind of hair, and if it isn't a horrible fit, I'll get my hair cut. That's not how it turned out at all. It does not look like hair. It looks awful. It looks like a mom wig. It's just horrendous. I'm going to show it to you. You can laugh with me, but don't laugh at me, or I'll feel very bad. But this is my strange wig. It's just the worst wig ever. It looks horrible, but it looks actually better than it's ever looked before. And it's just the worst wig ever. I don't like the way I look in it. But this is my wig. So, hey, for some reason in this camera, it looks bad, but it doesn't look as bad as it does in the mirror. Maybe I can only have short hair on camera. But this is what... Anyway, it used to have so much more hair on the sides. It looked like a big mushroom thing, but then I kind of cut it. And then I gave up and felt bad because, one, it made a mess, and two, I just looked stupid. And I was just like chopping at this over $100 wig. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Emily come over one day, and I'm going to show her the wig that finally came in the mail. I'm so embarrassed of it, though, and we're probably going to get drunk and just keep cutting it until, it just looks, it's too poofy. I just look like I have a giant, I don't know. This is horrible. I don't want this hair. But I'm trying to, like, imagine it, like, maybe with the sides shaved and with less. It's so thick, you know? It's just so thick. This is so dumb. And my hair just isn't like that. So, again, that's a horrible way to decide if you would look good with short hair. Anyway, so I'm thinking about doing the gender tag, and kind of talking about, like, I think I have, like, dysphoria, like, hair dysphoria, because it's, like, so extreme and so, like, internalized and weird. Maybe that's what, maybe, and, like, I don't know, like, I go to great lengths to hide my hair, just like people bind their chest. Speaking of binding their chest, I'm wearing a binder. So maybe that's... I don't know, yeah. I think I may have hair dysphoria. And I don't mean to say that in a way that marginalizes gender dysphoria. But body dysphoria is a real thing, and I really think I have it with my hair. I apologize if that, I don't know, if you disagree and that offends you. But yeah, so that's my, like, strange insecurity. And I think that gender expression can really, obviously, change the way you view and feel in your gender. It just can enhance certain views. And I feel like, I don't know, I've been, like, thinking about the identity of, like, demigirl more and more and more. And I feel like one of the reasons I've been hesitant to, like, I don't know, explore it more or, like, consider it seriously more, even though it has such a pull for me, is because I express so femininely, and I know that expression doesn't have to be tied to identity. Like, I'm very aware of that, but it's easier to accept that in theory more than in practice, you know? It's, like, easier said than done. And I feel like if I could express the way I wanted, which is more androgynously, but I'm afraid to because of my strange past experience with my hair, if I could express more androgynously, if I could get a haircut, and if I liked it, I feel like it'd be so much easier for me, because my gender expression would be matching my identity, to, like, own and explore that kind of a word, or identity. But I'll never cut my hair off, and I'll never truly be me. So that's, wow, this was a really intense daily vlog. What do you guys think? I know you're going to be like, just do you and cut off your hair. Oh, but here's another really big aspect to it. One of the reasons I can't cut off my hair is because I have a day job. And it's like a corporate day job, so I can't get a haircut that's too edgy. Like, I can't shave one side. I know, because a lot of you are going to be like, just try shaving one side. I can't do that, because I have a conservative corporate day job, which I'm not going to tell you. Let's say I work for, like, I don't know, what's like a Chick-fil-A. I don't. And that's not corporate, that's like, I just said that because they're, like, homophobic. I don't know. I don't know. I just work somewhere where you can't have visible tattoos in my job. I have to take out my nose ring. You can't have any, like, piercings other than, like, one earlobe piercing. They're very strict about, like, being compliant in the way you look. So I can't, like, experiment too much with, like, shaving and dyeing. That's not a thing I can do. And I know that if I didn't like my haircut, that I would hide. I would, like, hide until it grew out. Like, straight up, like, bury myself in my apartment. I think, like, if I was just a YouTuber, I think I could do it. I think I would, like, I think I would still be able to make videos, even if I didn't like my haircut, and put it out there, because, I don't know, you guys feel like people I can just share things with, and, like, mess up in front of and look goofy in front of and you don't judge me, but I feel like my coworkers and the customers and just, like, the general public that I, like, face at work would, because they wouldn't, like, get any of the context that I'm giving to you now, and they wouldn't know my relationship with my hair, and I don't know. And if anybody, like, commented about the change, I would probably break down, like, in tears at work, and I really just don't want to do that. And I can't call in sick and, like, hide, because that's not a thing you can do when you have a job. It's just not a responsible thing to do. So that's, like, but I think in, like, in another dimension, in a parallel universe where I didn't have this corporate job, I think I would be, like, probably 90% more likely to actually follow through with cutting off my hair, because I would be so constantly in a safe space. I would exist in my apartment and in my neighborhood. I would, like, go out and come in, like, as I pleased. I could surround myself with, like, strictly people I wanted to. I could make videos, and yeah, I'm putting myself out in public, but it's too, I don't know, I feel like I have more agency over it than, like, when you go to work and, you know, customers, you're put in front of customers and they come and go and you come and go as it just happens. I don't know, I would feel like I would have so much more control, and I would be doing it on my terms. And I don't know. So, now you know about me and my hair. So tell me, I don't know, leave a comment. It can be about what you're insecure about. It can be your take on my whole situation. It can be whatever you want. It can be, if you have any, like, tips for how I can come to terms with chopping off my hair, or whether or not I would look good. If you want to edit, oh my god, if you want to edit photos of me having short hair and do it in a realistic way that I simply cannot, please do. I would love that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,